Welcome to the show, everyone. Today we are joined by Savanah and her mother Tonya, where we talk about life, suffering, happiness, and finding meaning in all of that. If this is the type of content that you enjoy watching, please consider checking out the gas donations below, where we can keep this party going. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. Thank you so much for being here, and let's get on with the show. You're Savanah, and you're Tonya.
Yes.
Thank you guys for coming on to the show. I appreciate it so much. I know you're both busy with your own business and everything.
Yeah.
And let's just get right into it. You have a business called Lifted Hope, right? And
Yeah.
what exactly is Lifted Hope?
So that's my middle name, and it's been my name forever. I mean, There's like no good. So it means peace. Yeah.
So it means peace to you,
Mhm.
that name. And so when you think of Lifted Hope,
I think of peace.
you think of peace.
Yeah.
Hope is her middle name. That isn't necessarily why we chose the name, but it fits really well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Yes.
does.
I'd say that's a pretty good coincidence.
Yes,
for sure.
yes.
So how did you come up with that name then?
So this business, I started it for Savanah. She's 22. She's an adult. She wanted a job. And so we tried to get her a job and it just didn't work out. So we decided to start our own thing. And so since this was all about her, I wanted her name to be in it. And so we did Lifted Hope for Savanah because basically it was for her to have meaningful employment and income. And so I felt like we were lifting her hope. And then the shirts have messages as well.
Yeah.
And we're lifting other people's hope. So it just felt like a good name.
Yeah, I would say that's a perfect name. I mean,
Yes.
so do you feel like what you're doing with your mother is it giving you that passion, and is it like inspiring you? How is it making you feel?
It makes me feel inspired, like really inspired.
As opposed to maybe some other things, some other jobs that you've had in the past, how might this be different from those past jobs?
It's just work with my mom, and she's like the main character that's been in my life for 22 years, as long as I can remember.
Yeah. So the idea of having a t-shirt business, whose idea was this?
Okay, it was mine.
It was her.
Yeah, it's interesting. We've been following a girl named Jordan, and she has a thing called Jordan's Summer Shirt Project, and she has special needs like Savanah, and her mom started a t-shirt business for her, and I thought, oh, that is so cool. And it went really big, and she's been able to learn lots of job skills and stuff. So I thought that's so neat. And so we've been following her for a couple years, and I thought, man, I want to do something like that with Savanah.
Yeah.
But I was like, what do we do? T-shirts were not even on my radar. I'm like, that's their thing. What is our thing? So it was, I kind of prayed about it for a long time and thought about it, and I was just stumped. I didn't know what to do, but always thinking, Lord, help me know what would be a good business for us. And so I feel like it was kind of God's timing. I don't think we were ready for business back then. Anyway, at the beginning of this year, I watched a video, and it was this lady talking about how easy it is to start a t-shirt business. And you watch these videos and you think, I could have that up and running in 5 days, no problem. Anyway, so she's what inspired me. I thought, you know what? So Jordan does, her t-shirts say, be kind to everyone. That's kind of her motto. And I thought, well, I'm really passionate about our faith. And so maybe we could do faith t-shirts, because you kind of want to do something you're passionate about, not just anything, because it's a lot of work and you want to have something that you're interested in. Yeah. And so that's kind of what started it. And I don't know, things just fell in place. The timing was good. And we were motivated by a video that told us how easy it would be which it wasn't, by the way, but it was a good motivation. So,
Oh, it's funny how things just
yes.
come out of the blue like that.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
they impact you in a certain way.
Absolutely.
And next thing you know, you're like doing your own business based off of just what you saw on the,
Right.
on the internet.
Yes.
And so you mentioned before how you wanted to be different from what she was doing, and what you're doing is involving your faith. Is that your own way of maybe being different from her t-shirt business, from Jordan's t-shirt business?
Right. We wanted to do something that we were passionate about, and I feel like sharing hope is that. So it's, I've kind of been praying about a ministry as well. Like, Lord, what kind of ministry do you want us to have? And I feel like this can kind of combine giving her meaningful work as well as a ministry as well. And that's just kind of what God put on our hearts. And so we've kind of taken it from there.
You know, it's funny, we keep coming back to hope. I feel like hope is so important. I mean, it seems to be the main theme with what's going on here.
Absolutely.
And then when she started all this, it took probably 4 or 5 months just to get this whole business going.
Takes a while.
It takes
Yeah.
It takes a while to get your foot in the doorway.
Yeah, she kept saying, when are we going to start? When are we going to start? And I'm like, well, we have a lot of things we have to do behind the scenes. Get a business license and all those steps that you don't think about.
Yeah.
And so she's like, come on, let's do this already. So she was pretty happy when I finally said, okay, we can actually start making t-shirts.
Like,
so.
yes, let's
go.
I'll get the press going, and I'll get
I wanted to get my first video out there on Facebook, just get it out to the world.
Telling everyone what you were doing.
Telling everyone what I was doing. It was just, and that's what started this whole thing up for me. Yeah, and I did a lot of research too. It took her months just to get this done.
Yeah, so it sounds like patience and hope are maybe working together.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about like patience? I mean, has having this business and building it from scratch really taught you something about patience at all? I know you wanted it now, and I know how you feel.
Yeah.
I wish things were that easy, but when you get down to it, it's just like, okay, what is going on here? I need to like really sit down and figure this out and be patient.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think for me, patience. I had this vision of wanting to do a business with her for a good couple years, many years actually, and didn't know what to do, and so the patience of waiting for that, like the right thing to come along, and the inspiration, and I don't know. I just feel like it's all in God's timing, waiting for His timing, and it matters. He has the right time for different things to happen and different seasons, and I feel like He was preparing us for this in all those years of waiting, like getting us ready to do it, because had we done it back then, it may have fallen apart because I don't know that we were ready. He's grown us a lot since then. So a lot's happened, and you just see His providence every step of the way, where He's like working in the process, getting you to the point where you are ready to do whatever it is He called you to do.
Yeah. I mean, I know how you feel with that too. It's kind of like with this whole show that we're doing right now. Like, I don't think I could have done this a couple years ago either.
Yeah.
It's just like these challenges that He laid in front of me and in front of you. They at the time, it seemed like it was going terrible, and like it didn't make any sense at the time. But you look back at it, it kind of, it's like this puzzle piece that's kind of like coming together.
Yeah.
And when you look back at it all, it's just beautiful.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yes, and he uses it all, and I just love that.
Yeah.
And
and again, hope, right? It's kind of like you have to have hope.
Absolutely.
That things are going to work out. You have to kind of take a step back from the reins a little bit, and just be like, okay, I am yours. Like, just guide me and show me what you think I should do.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
What were some, if you don't mind me asking, what were some challenges that you guys had to maybe go through to get to this point?
It was going through I remember one time going through the state. It was really, really hard for us to get our 501, get everything, and it was just...
Well, it kind of felt like you would get one piece of the puzzle done, and then you would realize, oh, I still have to do this, this, and this, and then you would keep uncovering other things you had to do before you could even open. And then, you know, just finding suppliers that gave you quality stuff, because we would get things in, and then it was like, we can't even use this. And then learning, we learned a lot about designs and suppliers, and just that you had to reach out to a lot of different businesses and try a lot of different ones and to find the quality you were looking for, and a lot of trial and error, you know, and just simple, you know, learning how to press the shirt correctly, and simple things, and, you know, just all the, it's quite a learning curve, but I love it. We're always learning something, and there's so much information out there and so many people to learn from. It's a little overwhelming, but at the same time, you can't stay stuck, because somebody can help you figure out what you need. So
yeah, and I feel like when you're living the life that you want to, you know, the life that you kind of choose, it's almost like the day feels a little bit brighter.
Absolutely.
In some type of way. Everything's a little bit more rich.
Right.
And that's something I hope that people can get from conversations like these, is like that, you know, it is hard. But like through these hard times, you will realize how much fun you're having, and how much satisfaction there is into it.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have any moments where you're just like, this is too hard, and let's just do something else? Did that ever come up?
Absolutely. I definitely felt that way. She's kind of been more in the background of that, but yeah, it was like, I had no idea what was involved in all this. And had I known ahead of time, I think I would have been like, that's too hard. I'm not doing that. Right. Yeah. But you know, it's kind of a blessing I didn't know. And then once you get into it so deep, you're like, I've done all this, I can't stop now. And so it was that grit and perseverance. You got to keep going. And also that mindset God put in me, you know, the last couple of years, that like, you can do hard things, you can do this, just keep pushing, and knowing that I feel like this is what He has for us, you know, gave me peace. Like, He's going to help us through it. I don't have to figure it all out. And I've prayed many times, Lord, show us what to do. How do we do this, you know? And He does. And so just knowing that we're in His purpose has given me a lot of peace. Like, push through. I don't know how long it'll last, but as long as it's supposed to last, we're going to push through. And it's been good. And He's been there every step of the way.
You know, I think that's important. You know, just go with the flow.
Yep.
And don't worry. Don't try to get too overwhelmed with with all the possibilities. You know, just focus on what's happening right now, and go from there. Savanah, how is this? How do you feel after maybe going through some of these
it was
hardships with your mom?
It was hard.
Yeah.
Just getting ready. I mean, there's a lot before you have to launch your first video, as I was saying. It was just time consuming, and where we are now, it's really came. It just, yeah, I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying though. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes, yeah, it can be a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
But being on the other side of that, of those moments, how do you feel about it? I mean, do you feel like any sense of maybe like character growth in yourself, or anything?
Yeah,
like
I do. I really do.
Yeah.
Are you glad we did it?
Yeah. And you're still doing it.
Yes. Yes. Oh, we have she's coming to get jars for milk.
Whose milk is that? The goats?
We pick up raw milk from a lady,
oh, okay.
And so she's coming to get the jars. So if you don't mind, I'm going to give them to her real quick.
And raw milk is actually really good.
It really is. I love it, because we make
it too.
I'm hoping to make like butter with it.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever done that before? You made butter with raw milk before. How is that different from like
Goat cheese.
or just like
Or just like regular cheese.
regular butter? How is it different from regular
It's
butter?
more healthier.
Is it like? Oh yeah, that makes sense. You don't have all those steroids.
Yeah.
Or whatever they put in there.
Yeah,
Can you taste the difference in that?
you can.
So Savannah's telling me that you guys are gonna make raw milk butter. Is that a thing? Are you gonna do that?
Well, we did when we had cows, but with goats, the milk's kind of already homogenized, so we can't really make butter with it because it doesn't separate like that. But the goats are fixing to have babies, and we're gonna have lots of milk. And Savannah loves her milk, so
Yeah.
yes.
And it's goat milk, right? That you enjoy.
Yes.
I've never had goat milk.
Well, you have to have good goat milk, and it's really
You gotta
good,
have
yes.
really good. It's hard to find that
It's
good goat
really
milk.
I know
creamy
goat
and
cheese
yummy.
is delicious though.
Yes.
It is.
We've made a little of that. My family is not huge fans of it, so we don't make a lot. But
I feel like it kind of weirds people out, like here in the States at least. You know, like anything coming from a goat, anything coming like that, anything that's not coming from a cow. You know what I mean?
because you feel like it's gonna taste like goat, and if it tastes like
Yeah.
goat, you don't want it. And I'm totally there with you.
You're just like projecting what it's gonna taste like.
Yes,
onto milk.
exactly. And I've had goaty milk, and it is not good.
Oh, what is goaty milk? And how does that happen? Is it
Like,
just like unhealthy goat?
I'm not sure. They say it's in the way it's handled and everything, but
This goat was
we've
stressed
never
out.
had goaty milk. But I've tasted it from other people, and it's not good.
Okay, well, let's just never
Anyway.
have goat milk, I guess. Or
Exactly.
we're
Yeah.
going for the healthy goats, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So when are you guys have a bunch of goats and
They're
and what's the
due in a
timeline?
week. So their gestation is 6 weeks.
Well, 5 months.
5 months.
Yep.
And then they're pregnant for 6.
Okay.
So technically, they could have their babies as early as the end of this month, but we're not exactly sure when they got bred, but we see signs that they're getting pretty close.
Yeah.
So it could, I'm guessing it'll be in the next few weeks and maybe even days. So, yeah.
Well, you guys have a camera out there, or you just kind of?
We don't know. Savannah goes out and checks
I go
on
out
very
there
often.
Very often.
Is that like your thing? You just go out there and check on the goats, make sure
Yes.
they're.
She's
They're
like,
all
today is the
birthing
day. Yeah.
Yeah, and when they usually start nesting down and stuff. It's really, that's when I can tell they're like,
And nesting down just means like they're laying down more.
they're
so-
laying down more and more.
Getting
Yeah.
uncomfortable. Yes.
Yeah.
And I guess is that something you really enjoy, just kind of watching after the goats and making sure they're
Making sure they're,
behaving in there? I know goats can be a little ornery if you're not careful.
they can be very honoring.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the babies are really fun.
The babies are really fun. They are,
She loves to snuggle them. In fact, she'll sneak them into her room and just let them fall asleep on her chest in her bed.
Oh my
and
God, that
yeah,
sounds amazing,
Yeah.
actually. I think everyone needs a baby goat in their life.
Right,
Just to do that.
right.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
to do that, yeah.
Very fun.
My landlord, he has a bunch of goats too.
Oh.
And once they do give birth like that, and I remember bottle feeding the babies. And
Yep.
It was like, wow, it was like nothing else mattered in the whole universe. You know, I was right here with this little baby goat and this bottle of milk, and I was just like,
Yeah.
this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, they love you
Yeah.
because you're giving them their sustenance.
Yeah, I feel like it's a strange like addiction with goats too. It's like you can never have too many almost. You know, they're like cats in a way.
Yeah.
So you have 2 dogs, is that right?
She's my only one.
Yeah, we have one, and then
They have
Nathan-
they have 5.
They have 5, yes. So, but they're always over here, so it's like we have more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
neighbors,
amazing. And you have chickens too?
We do not
We
right
do
now.
not.
We've had them for years, but
We've
we
had 'em
are
for-
taking a little break right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, with the whole, with lifted hope, you
Yeah.
probably need some
Yes.
attention onto that.
Yes, yes, definitely.
And how do I want to say this? With parents and children and similar like circumstances when it comes to what you guys are in, what type of advice would you give to parents and children that are kind of in the same position as you guys when it comes to
Right.
working together, making it out there in the world, because it's hard for everyone. So
It is hard, and the world wasn't made, for people with special needs. It's even more challenging, as we found when she went out trying to look for a job. We looked at a lot of different places and, couldn't really get an interview.
I couldn't get I wanted only half days.
That's true. She really needed a flexible schedule.
I needed a flexible schedule because I was so busy here, and I just needed...
Well, and you don't have a long attention span, and so there were a lot of limitations there. And we actually went through a company in Albuquerque called DVR, Division of Rehabilitation. And they were great. They actually provided her with a job coach. So they would be with her every step of the way if she got a job, and keep her on task, and show her what to do next, and just be with her the whole time. And so she worked at Walking in Circles Ranch for 6 months.
Nice. And what did you do there?
I mostly just filled water troughs. Yeah.
And hay. And you cleaned tack. You did some cleaning inside. What else did you do?
Did you work with horses or anything like that?
Not very much.
You got to watch them work with horses, so.
Yeah, that was,
But that was a really good experience. Most of their people there are volunteers, and so they allowed her to do on-the-job training, they called it, and they kind of paid her a stipend. She went twice a week for about 4 hours a day for 6 months, and it was a great experience. But when that ended, that's when she started looking for a job, and we just couldn't find anything. And had we lived in Albuquerque, I feel like we probably could have found something, but driving that far for just a few hours, it was going to be a lot. And so, I totally recommend DVR. They were great, and if you need a job coach and stuff like that. And then for us, just praying that God would provide something has been very helpful, and we just want to make their lives as meaningful as possible and help them reach their full potential. Yeah. It's kind of the goal. So we're always trying new things and thinking, what can we do to teach them more skills and help them grow and to be as independent as possible.
Yeah, and we met up a couple days ago, actually, just to kind of hang out.
Yep.
And you were talking about how you were in the Special Olympics, which is amazing. Congratulations. I know that's not easy to do.
It's not easy to do.
No, it's not. So, again, congratulations. And what did you do exactly in the Special Olympics?
So, I do mostly barrels, figure eight.
Equestrian stuff, right?
Yeah. And I've won so many blue ribbons. I can't even see.
They're just handing them out to you, huh?
Yeah.
They're like, she's too good. Here you go. Take all the ribbons.
Yeah, I was really good last year. This year, I have a really good feeling about this year.
Good.
I mean, we are going. The horse that I'm training, Cisco, he's feeling good.
Good.
I feel like we're gonna have some good runs this year.
And when you say he's feeling good, like, can you tell? Like, what do you mean by that?
You can tell. Just when they have all that anxiety in before a run, and you just let them run that energy off. It's amazing.
They have a very strong bond, her and Cisco. They're a really good team.
I'm really good with him.
How long have you known Cisco?
So we got him back in, let me think here, March.
Maybe 2 years ago?
Probably 3. I've had him for 3.
She's been riding in Special Olympics for 6 years and has amazing coaches. And that was definitely, God brought that into her life because that has been a huge part of her life. And she loves horses and she loves riding, and it's been a great
I just love being
outlet.
out in nature.
Yeah.
And when you're with a horse, I mean, that kind of is nature.
Yeah, it kind of is.
And
Absolutely.
I took a couple of lessons. I was telling your mom, Tonya, this the other day. I took a couple of lessons. I mean, I basically was just up there on the saddle, just acting like I was riding.
Yeah.
You know?
Some of us, that's all we need, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, in that short amount of time I had with that horse, I felt like calm. You know, I felt like this calming. I felt like this calm sense of like this presence that was there within that horse, and I could connect to in some type of way.
Yeah.
Like when I would go see that horse, I'd be like, oh my God, thank goodness you're here right now.
Yeah.
I'd just hug all over it.
Right.
Because I felt this connection, even though I only knew him for a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are riding with Cisco, do you have any sense of connection with him like that? Like, does it make you feel calmer, maybe?
Yeah, it makes me
more
feel
grounded?
calmer, yeah.
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 And I bet he can probably sense that from you, too.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. How long did it take you, I mean, to learn how to do the barrel?
Pattern?
Yeah, because I know that's not
Years.
easy. Years, okay.
I've watched so many YouTube. How I got this all started is I watched so many YouTube videos about barrel racing, and that's what I was gonna become one
Well,
day.
and how did you start? Did you start running or did you start walking?
I started walking, and then I moved up levels.
First you were walking, and then you were trotting, and then you were, what do they call it, galloping?
Galloping and full dead.
Right?
In
So it's
in
a
an English
process.
sense, it's full dead run.
Lots of repetition over and over and over.
Yeah.
So when you first started with Cisco, I mean, just when you, like, day one, how did you feel?
I did a lot of groundwork with him first.
Yeah.
I just didn't.
So what does that mean? Are you just getting to know the horse a little bit
I'm
more?
just getting to work him on the ground like crazy.
Like not in the saddle.
Like not in the saddle, which is honestly a lot better for me.
Yeah, before she started, she used to watch videos of people saddling horses. She would do that for hours, saddling and unsaddling. She was just like mesmerized by it or something. And so when she actually got to go do it in person, she was honestly a natural, because there's kind of a lot to saddling and I still don't know how to do it, and I've watched her do it a million times because I let her do it, right? But you know, that was just her thing. And so instead of getting to watch people do it, she was out there doing it and then learning all this stuff, and so it was really fun.
So how'd that make you feel as a mother?
I love when I see something that she connects to and that, like, she was meant to do, and she was clearly meant to ride horses.
That's beautiful.
And so, yeah, I love it. And I'm just so thankful we found it, because it's filled a huge hole in her life and brought a lot of joy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so when you're finally on your horse, going like full gallop, full speed ahead,
It feels good.
how'd that feel?
It feels
I
good.
mean, you went through all those trials.
I went through all those trials, and it felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you actually finally got there. And
Yeah.
that's kind of like with your t-shirt business right now. I mean, it's kind of like you're learning how to saddle. Okay, and then once you get the saddle on, once you get on top of the horse, you can maybe start doing some patterns.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you'll be off and running, you know, you'll be doing competitions.
It's life. It's like a learning curve. Everything you do, you're not good at it at the beginning, and you keep doing it, and you get good and progress.
Yeah, and that's so important to realize that. I mean, it's like with no matter what you do, it's always this progression, and
Right.
it's patience and it's hope that, you know, it will work out. And sometimes it might not work out, and that's okay too.
Right? You
know,
learn from
you have
it.
to also learn how to let go of things.
Yep.
And I'm sure you guys had to probably go through a lot of things together that didn't work out, you know, but through that you found horse riding and
Absolutely.
this t-shirt business.
Yep. Yep. You find the things you're meant to do, and you stick with those.
They change our patterns every 3 years, which is honestly not very fun when they change them.
Keeps it interesting,
It keeps it
so
interesting.
you don't get bored.
But Cisco does not like tarps.
He doesn't like tarps.
He doesn't like walking across them.
Okay, I didn't know horses walked across tarps. So
Well,
what's this all about?
sometimes we'll have
Sometimes-
horses where they'll use a tarp just because they know some horses don't like it, like to represent water or something like that.
So,
And
I'm sorry, but I guess they're building up the confidence maybe in the horse, or maybe
it's
training?
kind of like a trail, and they see whose horse can do the trail the best, kind of thing. And so
Yeah.
you're kind of exposing them to new things, so nothing surprises them, kind of thing, where they can do anything. It's
Yeah,
cool.
and mine, I practiced a few weeks ago before that competition, and he walked over that like a champ. I was so proud of him.
That's pretty cool.
And it was at this main arena over here.
So it's a big arena.
It's a big arena. They had
Yeah, Stanley has a really nice big
Stanley
arena.
has a really nice arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I actually have a show going on after I get back the weekend
In June, yeah.
in June. Yeah.
And are you going to be doing your old patterns, your old barrel
No.
patterns, or new ones?
Probably new one. Well, the The thing about the barrels is they don't change it.
It's the other stuff, yeah.
It's the
Barrels
others.
are always the same.
So
Barrel.
the barrels, they don't move. And
Yeah, it's
they
like
are
the
stuck in-
trail
okay.
that changes.
It's like a tree, and it's not going anywhere.
Exactly. You just get faster and faster is the goal.
Yeah.
And so you have a new pattern that you're doing, is that right?
Well, my trail pattern is a lot different than my other patterns.
It's called a trail pattern?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So the pattern that I have now is you walk in the gate, you go through 3 orange cones, and then you walk to a bridge,
Yeah, it's a little bridge that it walks over.
it's a little bit a bridge as you walked over, and then you're supposed to drop the serpentine, and then once you get to the end of the serpentine, which really, this part gets me every time.
The serpentine is where you're weaving in and out of pulls.
Yeah, and then you turn a big circle, and then you're supposed to pick up a lope and lope all across 4 logs, and then stop your horse, and then do the other stuff. Do the spin, the gate. And is that it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does not sound easy at all. I mean, that does sound like it would take years and years to get that down.
It took me
Took you a while to get good at it.
It took me a while to get good at it, yeah.
And so are you guys going to compete in the Special Olympics again, or is that
Yeah,
something you
we are. We're going to do it this
So
year.
do
Yeah,
they-
it's
do they
every
choose
year.
you for that, or do you
No,
enter yourself?
anybody can do it.
I
who's on a
enter
team.
early.
You just got to be on an equestrian
You got
team.
to be on a equestrian team, and yeah.
Then what's your team?
Wind Riders.
What's it called? One rider?
Wind Riders.
Wind riders.
Wind riders. Okay.
Yeah.
Can anyone join this team, or is it just
Well,
only
they have a certain number of slots, and once it's full, it's full. So, and then there's like 3 teams in Albuquerque. But
4.
if they have openings, you can, but a lot of times they're full because, they can only have as many riders as they have horses. So.
Well, it's probably pretty important to make sure you're teaching people how to ride horses the right
Yes.
way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when are the next Special Olympics?
So I have one.
Well, the Special Olympics specifically is the Clovis, right?
That's
in Clovis, New
Clovis.
Mexico in September.
That's in September.
Okay.
And we go down there for about 3 days.
And my last run there was good.
Good.
I mean, he came out of the gate a little strong.
Yeah, you look forward to that every year.
I look forward to that every year, just spending time with friends and
Yeah.
people I haven't seen in
That's amazing.
months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I guess there's a pretty good community of people that you know up there in the Special Olympics.
Yeah, I do.
And
Yeah, they kind of come from all over the state.
They kind of come
to
all over the
compete, so.
state. Yeah.
do you have do you have like a friend that you really like, or like what do you guys do usually when you get together like that?
I'm usually just focused on my horse for now, because that takes up pretty much most of my time. But when I do have time, I spend time with my friend Sean, which, yeah.
He rides too.
Yeah, he's on the other team, which, yeah.
Well, I'm excited for you. It's coming up.
It's
Yep.
coming up in
Yeah.
a week.
Well, a few months.
A few months, yeah.
It'll probably
be here before you
it'll
know it, yeah.
It's gonna be here quick.
It'll come here fast.
Yeah.
So circling back to your t-shirt business, Lifted Hope. What you were telling me the other day how you have to really kind of know what you're doing when it comes to t-shirt pressing, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
that involves heat. And heat is what puts the how does that work? Does the heat put the pattern?
So
design
the
on
heat,
t-shirt?
what does it do?
Yeah, so what we use is DDF transfers, and so it's a digital image printed on a paper, and it's just a sticky film, with a paper on top, and you press it down for 10 seconds, and it melts it onto the shirt, and then you peel that off, and then what do you do next?
Then you do a second press, and I have learned to use a pair of tongs
Right?
because
It's hot.
I don't want to burn myself.
That kind of sets the design
that
into the
sets
fabric.
the design.
Yeah.
The second press. is
So
like-
there's, kind of just sets it in good, and it's pretty cool actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after the second press, what do you do after that? do you let it cool, or
Mm-hmm.
what's the next steps?
Yeah.
Let
I
it
would
cool,
let
and then
it
she
cool.
folds it and packages it, and then she signs a thank you card and puts that in. And then we measure it and weigh it and get the shipping label, and then we take it to the post office.
Yeah.
How do you choose the designs that you have on your t-shirts?
So
Because they are
she
really cool.
has DTFs mean
That's the actual designs. So yeah, there's just a lot of phrases and things that resonate very deeply with me right now, and that God has shown us. And so I don't know, He's just put phrases in my mind and heart, and so we make designs from those, and then just keep our eyes open for, other inspiration, and just I don't know, kind of what God puts in our heart.
You pick like Bible verses and then you kind of build around that. Is that kind of what
Yeah,
you
it
do?
can be Bible verses or just phrases. Like one of them that's really resonated with us the last year is "Nothing is wasted," and it's just the fact that God uses it all. We think when we're going through hard seasons or hard times that it's all for nothing. And I think Scripture is really clear that God uses it all. What was meant for evil, God can use for good. We think of Joseph, who was thrown in prison and had all these horrible things happen to him. And God was just preparing him to be like the most powerful man in the nation, through all these things. And he bloomed where he was planted. No matter where he was, God was using it for a bigger purpose. And so, things like that where, God's using it all. I think that just brings so much hope. And even when horrible, hard things happen, it's like God can bring beauty from ashes. I don't know. There's just these messages that I feel like resonate with all of us, because life is really hard and it doesn't go the way we want it to a lot of times. And you can become disillusioned and lose hope. In fact, I went through a really dark time a couple years ago where it was like a deep valley, and God brought me through that. And I don't know, I have so much hope now, and I just want to shout it to everybody, because it's really hard to be in that dark place and you don't have hope when there's hope out there. I just want everyone to know.
And I think it's important to share that, because I think a lot of people feel like they are alone,
Right.
in those hard times, and maybe it's only them are going through something like that.
Right.
But in reality, it's really just the human experience.
It
We all
is.
go through
It
these hard
is.
times.
Yep.
And having hope, having faith in your heart.
And just that God is working, even when we don't feel like He's working,
Yeah, and that's why it's so beautiful to put that on your t-shirt, because
Yep.
then that message carries on.
Right. Yep.
And it keeps going.
Exactly.
So have you guys had any situations where a t-shirt just didn't work out, like it just went horribly wrong, like maybe when you first started, or has it always kind of been like a pretty smooth process when it came to printing?
Well, yeah, we started making lots of designs, when we started. We have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're just
That's the best way to start something. I feel
putting
like.
stuff out there, and then I feel like the more you do, the better you get. And you're like looking back at some of those others, and you're like, ooh, that was really bad, But it's a growth process, and if you don't put anything out there, you're not going to grow and you're not going to improve.
It took us weeks.
Well, we have so many we haven't released and we'll never release because, they're just
We have so
not
many.
very good.
They're not very good.
And then it's hard to know, what do people want? I know what resonates with me, but, I need to know, what do other people want? So it's not all about what we want. It's like, what do people want to wear? So, trying to figure that out too. So yeah, it's definitely a learning process. I don't know that we've had any that have gone wrong that first day, but there's many that we're never going to release because they're not worth releasing.
It took her months just to get. She was just eyeballing the designs. I'm like,
it was really scary pressing those first designs because I'm like, am I going to ruin the shirt? Is it going to even be where it's supposed to be? So it was a little scary doing those first designs.
So,
and then
Savanah, you're just hanging back, watching your mom, kind of supervising in a way.
she puts on the designs for me.
Yeah.
Well, I like try to place them and measure them and get them centered, and then you get to do the pressing and stuff. And yeah, it's been a little bit of a learning curve, but we're getting there. I feel like we're getting faster. What do you think?
I just feel like we're just in a. Not really. I mean, I'm still pretty slow at it.
You're doing amazing.
You
I
guys
think.
only started like, when did you start?
For
About
5 weeks, 6
5,
weeks,
6 weeks ago.
probably 6
Yeah,
weeks.
So, I mean,
It's still pretty new,
It's
but
pretty
we've
new.
come a long way. I'm impressed. She's done really good, and she's really owned this and really taken ownership of it. And I mean, man, she gets the shirts in, she folds them, we get the transfers in, she cuts them apart, she presses the shirts, she packs the shirts, she weighs the shirts, she mails the shirts. So
That's
she's
amazing.
done really good, and it's given her a lot of meaning and purpose, I feel like.
Yeah, and plus you guys have like a pretty great like online following so far. I mean, it seems like everyone that supports you, they really do believe in
Yes,
you,
people
and
have
support
been
you.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's
How does that
been
make you feel, Savannah? Like just having like all these people behind you and wanting to see you succeed like that.
It feels really good to see me succeed. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's probably different from just like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with shoveling like cow manure or anything, but like that, you know, we all gotta do it sometimes. Yeah. I've been there, but it has to be really rewarding to, you know, really like start something on your own, build it, and then have
It is.
people, you know, like have your back. When you get an order in, how does it make you feel? Like when you see orders come in?
It's kind of overwhelming,
Yeah.
but it's really good.
Yeah. Good as in like how would you describe it?
I don't really know.
Yeah, but you can feel it in some type of way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Sometimes it can feel overwhelming, and then that's the beauty of a home business though, is she can just be like, you know what, I need a break right now, and she'll go walk outside and take a break, and then she'll come in, and then she's ready to work and she's ready to do it. And it works out really well, just having a flexible schedule where she can work when she wants to and
Yeah,
take breaks when she needs to.
I don't need
and
like a humongous schedule.
It's been great.
Except the business has been really slow because it's
This week, but it was pretty busy before that. Yeah, we've been very thankful
We've
for
been
all
really-
the support.
yeah.
And it's been great. I mean, I've been very impressed how far we've come.
Yeah, like I said, like you guys kind of just started, and
Yeah.
to be able to sell anything.
Yeah,
This
we've
is-
had
This quick
we've
is
had some
amazing.
good sales, and
Yeah.
it's been great.
this is one of the designs that my
A
dad
lot of support.
actually put on my cup because I was just wondering how he did it.
Yeah.
And he I think he used to heat press on this.
Well, remember when we first started, we were going to do vinyl.
Oh, she
That
said
was what I thought when we first started. We're going to do vinyl. So I got a vinyl cutting machine. And, you know, like the vinyl stickers you can put on cars, you can put them on your walls, you can iron them on shirts. And then I found very quickly that was very labor intensive. And it was just going to be, it was going to be too much. And that's when I found the DTF transfers. And I'm like, this makes a lot more sense for what we want to do. So we kind of made a pivot there and switched to this because I didn't even know this was a thing. So.
Well, it's a happy accident, I would say.
Yeah.
It just kind of came to you.
Well, no, I was researching, you know, like what's out there and lots of research, and lots of people have done it, and we've learned from a lot of people. So.
And Savannah, what does that say on your cup there that your dad printed out? Don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. Which honestly, I'll keep that on here because I'm not pulling that thing off because I'm like just.
It's cute.
It's
And
cute.
It's motivating, right?
It's motivating to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what you guys are doing is very motivating for people like us, you know, people that are trying to like make something out of nothing really and create their own path in life. Where do you see Lifted Hope in the future? Like, what's kind of your overall?
I'm hoping
goal?
to grow my business.
Yeah.
If we get too crowded in here, we'll just move over to the barn. That's my secondary plan. Haven't grown that much. I may not have to move over there because I don't want all my equipment to get filthy.
It's kind of nice being able to do it from the living room right now, huh? Yeah. Yeah, we don't know how far this would take us, but basically, we just want to share hope. Share hope, and, you know, people are lifting Savanah up by supporting our business, and hopefully lifting other people up by wearing the shirts and the messages. And yeah, we're just sharing hope, and she is definitely benefiting from having meaningful work, and we're just thankful for the opportunity.
Yeah, and you guys are doing exactly that. You're inspiring people, and the message that you're putting out there it's a great message, and that's what people want. That's what people need. You know, is something to believe in.
Absolutely.
Something that maybe that's not just for money. You know, this is for a deeper cause, which is giving passion, giving life, giving inspiration. I mean, you can go down the list of things to say, but what you're doing is very important, and people will always value that and respect that. It seems like God has blessed you guys, you know.
Absolutely.
In many different ways.
100%.
Is there anything else you would like to say before we go? Anything?
No.
Well, just thank you for the opportunity. It's been really nice talking to you and sharing what we're doing. And yeah, we feel very blessed, and that God is in it.
Yeah, and thank you too for meeting with me out.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
Today. I am also very grateful for both of you being here.
Our pleasure.
Where can people find your business?
Find
you?
us. So if you go into Facebook, I have a Facebook account.
Okay. What's it called?
Lifted Hope for Savanah. That's where you guys can find me.
You can find us at Facebook or Instagram.
It's Facebook or Instagram.
Lifted Hope for Savanah, or liftedhopeforsavannah.com is her store.
It's my store. Yeah.
All right, and that's your new website, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you just got that going, right?
We just
About
got
a month
that
ago.
about a month ago.
Yep.
Again, I mean, like most people don't even have websites at this point going, so
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah, and I'll link all that below, you know, in the descriptions, and so people can just go straight to your links and find you there too.
Yeah.
Well, again, yeah, thank you so much for coming out, and yeah, you're gonna go shoot some arrows maybe. I know you're into archery.
Maybe not in this wind.
Yeah, it might be better.
I'm like, maybe not in this wind, but once it calms down later this afternoon, I probably will. Yeah. I need to get that thing started in.
And yeah, I mean, it's fun, but there's also kind of like
Stress.
for me, when I like shoot bows, I mean, it's like a zen thing. I feel peaceful.
Yeah,
You feel that?
yeah, I feel that peace, yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Well, thank
hopefully-
you.
Yeah,
It's
thank you
been
too.
nice meeting you, Chase.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, stay tuned, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. You can take those mics.
I was gonna say.
I'll just take that one.
Have you had much response from the community for your podcast?
Yeah, actually, everyone's been super nice and very, what's the word? Like, I guess helpful, you know, with everything.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm just excited to be meeting all types of people.
Yeah,
you know?
you totally get to meet all kinds of people and hear stories, and I'm looking forward to listening to your podcast. I think that'd be really fun. It's just fun to learn about people in your own community, you know.
Yeah, and like I've always I've always wanted to really go into detail with people like that live around here. It's just I never had like the time. Or like the chance to kind of like sit down and talk to them, so this gives like a good excuse.
Exactly.
You know, and I mean it's a lot deeper than that. I just want to connect people to people. Really, I want people
That's pretty awesome. I love that.
to be human. You know, and
Yeah. Well, I love it because it's like a passion God put in you, right? And you feel like you're just kind of doing what He called you to do, and it's just that's when we're most alive. I feel like it's when we're doing what He made us to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier. It's like when you are doing the things that you are doing, that you want to do, the day kind of feels a little bit brighter.
Absolutely.
In some way.
I
Like when I was
totally
driving
agree.
over here, I was looking at the sky. I was like, oh, wow, everything seems a little bit more rich, you know? It's not like as
Yeah.
dull, you know,
Yeah.
as, as
Yep.
it would be.
Gives you that grateful spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, all right. Let me go turn all this stuff off and yeah, thanks again.
Yeah. Thank you.
Appreciate it.